Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Drive-Thru. I'm your host, Tony T, as we broadcast live here on Pig Dawgz YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out of here well before the top of the hour. Give you enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games, and that's what we do here on the Drive-Thru Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time as we deliver live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And to deliver those free picks are professional handicappers over at Pig Dawgz and Sports Chat Play. So let's take a peek at who'll be on the show for today. All right, we got James Clark with us, Shane Mickle, we have Tre Jordan with us, and we got Alex Smart there in the center square. Chris Ruffolo will serve as co-host, as Ninos is with us, and Tony Brown. And this is how they're going to line up here for this evening. We got Smart, Brown, Ninos, Jordan, Mickle, Ruffolo, Clark, and I will close this one out. All right, Chris, any thoughts on that Ole Miss game last night?
Man, it was just one of those things. I won't lie to you. I was on the over, and I was sitting there thinking that Louisville might actually put up a bit of a fight, and then no first half points. So if it's going to be a tale of two halves for Louisville this season, I think it's actually going to be a tale of one, because it's going to be a very, very long year for the Cardinals.
Yeah, it did not look very promising there for Louisville whatsoever. All right, let's go ahead and let's get started here with the show. And we're going to go ahead and welcome Alex Smart. You'll find him over at Pig Dawgz Premium. Alex, what's happening?
Everything's good. How's everything with you, Tony?
Oh, it's going outstanding. All right, here we go tonight. Astros here to host the Mariners. Astros laying about $1.74. Total sits here at 8.5.
Yeah, I think there's too much value here. I looked at Logan. He doesn't fire a lot of people, but in his starts, his team 9 of 13 against winning teams, and he went against Houston. He looked pretty good, and there was a lot of kind of movements from the batting order there. It's catching on, and I know we've got an explosive bat Houston, and I think they're going to catch up to this guy. But I know there's something about the way he faces this line and the confidence he has when he was out there. I mean, 4 innings against a team like Houston, maybe he can go 6 this time. I really like the value here. Let's hope the bullpen just can support him enough to give us a nice underdog win.
All right, Alex Smart here on the underdog. He's got the Mariners here at plus 155. All right, Chris, looking at Logan, he does come off a good start here at home against Houston. No runs allowed in 5 innings.
Yeah, I mean, it's just been a very streaky season for Logan Gilbert and his team. He seemed to save his life early on in the year, and then he won 11 straight starts by Gilbert before he dropped the next 5, and it's been streaky. So it was a hard game for me to get on, because last time I was on the Astros, I won't lie to you, and that 1-0 game kind of caught me off guard. So it's probably a stay for me personally, but I would also lean towards the under, just because these guys can really deal when they're really, really on.
All right, Alex, I'm going to ask you this question. I don't know if you look at stats like this. We know Houston's played well against the division. They've pretty much, 20 games over 500 against the AL West. They're 6-2 at home against Seattle this year, but the past 25 games against Seattle, they've won 22 of those at home.
Yeah, you've got to always think, Houston's a power. I mean, they just play good base, especially in the favorite. I'm not saying that, it's always the best play to pick your spots here, and I'm just picking Gilbert. There was something about that game last out with me, and, you got to grab these value can, and, you got to keep it attacking. We'll got to put it this way. You got to put your cannolis in your hand and look for a win. That's it.
All right, Alex here with the underdog. The Mariners at plus 155. We have a start time here, 8 Eastern time over on MLB Extra News Channel. All right, let's take a look over at Pig Dawgz Premium tonight. Well, a good board here from Major League Baseball, as we have, we're going to have, looks like we're going to have 12 games in the primetime hour getting started here after 7 p.m. Eastern time. What do you have going on over the site?
I've got on tonight. I really attacked the board with 5 different selections. We've got 4 money line select League Baseball and 1 strong totals banger. Join me. This is a strong card. We're gonna go silver profits tonight. Mark my words.
All right, get on board here with Alex Smart over at Pig Dawgz Premium. He's got you can get on board with his long-term passes. He has 3, 7, and 30 sports pass over there. You'll get every play that Alex releases over at Pig Dawgz Premium for that time period you choose when you go over the profile page and you make that purchase. Of course, that 30 sports pass will get you all of Alex's plays from the NFL, college football, MLB for 30 days. Get you about 3 to 4 weeks of the season here under your belt here when you go on with that 1 month pass. And of course, you can add a second capper even greater value with the 2-for-1 capper promotion. All right, Alex, as always, great having you show. Have yourself a great evening, and we'll talk with you in a couple days.
Guys, take care.
All right, Alex Smart here on the Drive Thru. Let's continue our coverage with Chris. Now it's time to go over to Las Vegas, Nevada, and welcome Tony Brown, who's been red hot. You can check him out at the top of the leaderboards over at Pig Dawgz Premium. So let's go ahead and bring him in right now. Tony, what's happening?
Tony, what's happening?
It's going great. It's going great. All right, here we go. At 9:40 Eastern Time, Athletics here are going to host the White Sox with Oakland laying $1.26, total of 9.
Yeah, I like Oakland at home at this price. This is a great price because Oakland's been struggling. You know, they're coming in this one on a 3-game losing streak, and so, you know, it should be a very higher price in my opinion. But we're getting a low price, and it's too good to pass up, so we won't. Oakland, the best way I can tell you this to break a slump is going home and facing a team that you've absolutely dominated. They won 13 out of the 20 matches against Chicago, but more impressive, they won 10 of 11 here in Oakland. Chicago just cannot win in this building. They came here 11 times and only have 1 victory. So getting a home game against a team that you just beat up on, period, especially in your own building, that's the best way to break a slump. Getting Oakland at $1.25, too good to pass up, so we won't. Take Oakland on the money line for the play of the day.
All right, Tony Brown here in Athletics, minus 126 against the White Sox. All right, Chris, you know, we're looking here at this White Sox team, a game under 500 on the road, minus 6.6 units return if you bet them on the road.
Yeah, and it's just been, you know, the White Sox simply the team that plays a lot better at home, and that's, I would say, how 70 to 80% of the major leagues that play out. But you know, this was a game I stayed away from only because we only found out recently what the White Sox were doing in terms of a starter. I'm not a Jimmy Lambert fan. He's probably only going to be an opener, maybe 1 or 2 innings here. And James Caprillion, well, he's pitched well as a rookie, and my concern is that maybe the White Sox tag him for a few, but I think we're looking at an over here. We'll lean towards the Athletics just because I think they need this game more than the White Sox do.
All right, Chris, looking at the over here. Of course, we got Tony Brown here on Oakland Athletics, minus 126 here against the White Sox. And this one has a start time of a 9:40 Eastern Time over on MLB Extra Innings channel. All right, Tony Brown, let's take a look over at Pig Dawgz Premium, where you're sitting pretty here. Past 30 days, about 2,100 units of profit. That's all documented. Go to the profile page. It is documented. You can check out all the plays and add them up for you. They're over at Tony's profile page. 12 games in prime time for Major League Baseball tonight. Tony, what do you have going on over the site?
I got my Tuesday triple play up for tonight's games. That's my 3 best plays on the board in the MLB, all 10-star rated, all working with some powerful trends that are big all season. We're all in. You know what I mean? You can go to them individually, or you can get all 3 and bang your bookie 3 times over. Once you make some profit with that, you know NFL starts on Thursday. We're 2 days away from the NFL. College football is fully in play. Grab one of my passes. I got to buy my college picks or my pro picks and this and that. Every single pick I release, every sport, playoffs and championship picks included, for one low price. And as you can see, the numbers speak for themselves. We've been lighting it up, man. All these passes are paying for themselves, and the clients are putting money in their pocket.
That's right, they are. If you check out Tony Brown over Pig Dawgz Premium, 2,095 units of profit past 30 days, all documented. Get on board with this 30-star MLB Tuesday triple play. Is 3 best plays from Major League Baseball on the board right now. Get on board with the 3-pack right now from Tony Brown, a really affordable price, about $29.95. Of course, take those winnings and go long-term with Tony. He has that 3, 7, and 30-hour sports pass, but the best value there is his VIP 1-year pass covering seasons from the NFL, college football, postseason, and regular season, bowl games, playoffs, NBA, college basketball. It's a lot there, as well as NHL. With that VIP All Sports Pass, that 1-year pass, stop paying per day, per play, per sport. Just get the 1-year pass from Tony Brown over at Pig Dawgz Premium. All right, Tony, as always, great having your show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you in a couple days.
Always a pleasure to be here, and I'll see you Thursday.
All right, Tony Brown here on the Drive Thru. Let's continue our coverage here, joined by Chris Ruffolo. You get that Dodger shirt. We'll have Dodger coverage in just a little bit. Just a reminder, guys, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Free picks every single day. Of course, it all gets started with that morning show. You got Rod Zawacki, Brian Bittler, and Mitch, and of course Joe Madden will also chime in. She's also throughout the network here on Pig Dawgz, so good time to subscribe. And of course, that YouTube member VIP, follow that link below. Get that membership VIP. Get those YouTube picks for you, those YouTube Premium Great value there. Follow the link. And, of course, we're here Monday through Friday with the drive-thru at 6 p.m. Eastern time. And, of course, we always ask for your help. Help us build up that audience with those likes, those thumbs up, Chris.
Absolutely, Tony. They help us. I would say more than anybody will ever truly know. It doesn't cost you guys a cent. You're already watching the video. You just got to scroll underneath the video where you're seeing our beautiful faces and just hit that thumbs up. Doesn't take you more than a couple seconds. You don't miss any of the action, any of the quality capping on the drive-thru. And, yeah, like Tony said, it helps us out a ton and show you guys how much we appreciate love and support. We're going to do the same thing we always do. 125 likes. Got 2 home run props for tonight's action I've keyed in on. So it won't cost you a cent. You just got to help us with those likes. 125 will get you those 2 props.
125 likes, 2 home run props from Chris Ruffolo. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Now it's time to welcome Al and Ninos to the show. Al, how's it going?
Going pretty good. How are you?
That's going great. All right, here we go. 7:45 Eastern time. Cardinals here to host the Dodgers. Dodgers road favorites $1.44, total of 9.
Yeah, this line dropped significantly when they announced that Mookie was out the lineup, but yeah, I think we're getting still good, which just gives us better value here. We got Corey Knievel going up against AJ Happ. Evil Knievel isn't expected to go too deep, but he should get his team off to a better start than Happ. Mitch White will follow him and should get most of the innings, and should also do better than Happ. So I expect it's a bullpen game for the Dodgers, but I expect them to get off to a better start than Cardinals starter. And the longer Happ stays in, I think the better off the Dodgers will be, even though they should do some damage against St. Louis's bullpen as well. As I said, no Mookie in the lineup, but yeah, LA still has the better lineup, and Dodgers 3-1 against the Cardinals this season with just one very disappointing 1-run loss and 3 big wins. So, well, there's one trend you might want to worry about, which is the Dodgers just being 1-5 in their last 6 in St. Louis. But they haven't lost there since 2019, so you can't really put too much weight into that trend. I'm taking the Dodgers -1 myself, just to bring the juice down a little bit. Yeah, just going half my bet on the money line, the other half on the run line. Going Dodgers here.
All right, for the show, El Ninos here, Dodgers -144 against the St. Louis Cardinals. All right, Chris, any feedback for El on this one?
This was just a hard game to call, just with the pitching change, because Corey Knievel, we know what he can do, and I never thought I'd say this, but J. Happ actually pitching pretty decent in a Cardinal uniform, and like I said, this was just a hard game to really get a feel for, with Mookie now being out and the pitching change. It's probably a stay away spot for me in this one.
All right, let's stay away spot. Of course, El Ninos here on the -144 here with the Dodgers, and of course, LA, of course, getting that win last night with Scherzer there on the hill. But now Happ, when you look at Happ, it's been a while since he's faced the Dodgers, 2012 there, Al, so you're not really confident in Happ, even though he did show some improvement here when he became a Cardinal, then had that bad outing at Cincinnati. But that's at Cincinnati. That's a hitter's park over there.
Yeah, but we mentioned his good start to the Cardinals uniform. The 3 of them were against the Pirates, who have been doing well and actually killed a few of my bets lately, but they're still not quite the Dodgers lineup, which he'll be facing tonight, and I think they'll get to him just like the Reds did.
All right.
I mean, it's hard to say they'll get six runs in an inning, but I think they do get to him too.
All right, El Ninos here. Dodgers -144 against the Cardinals. This one has a start time of 7:45 Eastern on MLB Extra Innings channel. All right, now let's take a look over at Pick Dawgz Premium. What we see here, past 30 days, 339 units of profit. That's all documented. 12 games in prime time for Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at Pick Dawgz Premium?
Got my 3 best bets up there. As I said, 3 great picks, 1 low price. Check those out. And NFL starting in just a couple days, so great time to pick long-term pass up. If you're just into football, grab the NFL or the college football, the combo pass, whatever you're into. But yeah, still a lot of great baseball left to be played, so I do suggest the multi-sport long-term passes or the 2-for-1 capper deals. Check them all out at Pick Dawgz and Sports Chat Place.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with El Ninos over at Pick Dawgz Premium. He's got his He's got his 30-star MLB home runs going right now. His best 3 plays from Major League Baseball. Get on board with those 3 picks. And, of course, you can take those winnings and go long-term with Al. He's also part of that 3, 7, and 30 Al Sports Pass And he also has his college football and NFL season pass up there now over at Pick Dawgz Premium. He does combine it with his football season pass, NFL and college football in one package there. Check it out over at Pick Dawgz Premium. All right, Al, it's always great having your show. Continue that success, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, we'll see you soon on, yeah, have a good one, guys.
All right, El Ninos here on the drive-thru. All right, let's continue on here, joined by Chris. Now we're going to give Chris a little break as we go on over to the Skype world and welcome Tre Jordan. You'll find him over at Pick Dawgz Premium. So let's go ahead and welcome Trey into the show right now. I think we've got him set to go. All right, here we go. Let's bring in Trey. Trey, what's happening?
Not much. How you doing, Tony?
It's going good. All right, here we go tonight. This is one of the featured series of the night. Well, we have a wild game like yesterday. We'll see 7 Eastern time. Red Sox here to host the Rays. The Rays about a favorite of $1.06, total 9.5.
Yeah, pretty awkward line here, I'd say, on the money line for these sides. But I'm looking at the total here. I'm going to hit this over tonight. You got Drew Rasmussen and Eduardo Rodriguez going. I can't deny that they've both had success against the opposite team this year. But what I'm looking at is when these teams played in Fenway, they're scoring runs. They've had 4 series since at the end of July 2019 in Fenway. And out of those 14 games in those series, they've averaged 14.7 runs. And they've only scored less than 10 runs one time, and that was 9 runs. So I just see when these two get together in Fenway, there's plenty of runs. We got a slight wind blown out tonight. You got the Red Sox, the number 4 scoring offense in the league, against the number 1 scoring offense in the Rays. The Rays are number 2 in OPS on the road compared to their number 2 in OPS overall in games. It goes to number 2 when they're on the away games compared to every team in the league. Red Sox, number 3 OPS versus right-handers, number 3 in average. And just like the Rays on the road, the Red Sox are number 2 in OPS at home this season. The over is hit 8 times in the last 9 home games for the Red Sox, 7-1 their last 8 home games with a total of 9 to 10.5. The Rays, 20-8 their last 28 during Game 2, 19-6-1 the last 26 following a win. Like I said, when they meet in Fenway Park, they just score runs. The over is 13-3-1 the last 17 in Boston, and 23-9-2 the last 34 meetings. All we need is half the run production there was yesterday to get the over here. I know it's 9.5, but and these pitchers, you know, when I first looked at them, I was kind of like leaning under, but it just seems to when they meet up at Fenway, they're scoring runs, and I'm a bet on them to get 10 runs tonight.
All right, we got Trey says go over the total in this game. When you look at it, yeah, 6 of the 7 games have gone over when they've met in Boston this year. One thing to note here, Tampa has won 15 of the past 20 in Boston, so they've the Rays have played tough. And, you know, people think of the Rays as just a pitching team, but look at the offensive production they're getting this year. They've kind of been sneaky good since the All-Star break scoring runs.
I mean, number 1 scoring offense and runs per 9 this season. And, yeah, I mean, the Rays have dominated. I mean, I don't get this line at all. I know people are definitely firing on the Rays, and the price is going down. I think it's weird, their money line. I just think you take the over here tonight. And like I said, these pitchers have had success against one another, but I think there's going to be a weird game, some lead changes, and you just take the over and try to make that money with that.
The wind is blowing out. Weather is on your side. All right, we've got the Trey is on the Rays and Red Sox over the total of 9.5, and this one has a start time of 7 Eastern time over on MLB Extra News Channel. All right, Trey, let's take a look over at Pick Dawgz Premium tonight. Well, we got 12 games in prime time for Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at the site?
I just had a 3-pack go off, so now I just have a Tuesday Totals 2-pack. First pitch for that one will be in the next hour, so jump on that or get that week pass or that long-term pass. You're going to get college football, NFL this weekend. I'm really looking forward to that, as well as you can go ahead and get one of those full football season passes, either one or combined. I just lowered my rest of the season MLB pass down as well, or that 2-for-1, team me up with anybody, like I say. From Al to the Zawackies, we got great campers here. So put us together, maybe some Tony T, Trey J, maybe Tony B is on fire. My guy James Clark, pair us up. And that 2-for-1 package is a great deal. Put together, go to pickdogs.com or sportschatplace.com and get those. And Mom, I'm having internet problems. The reason I'm using my arm right here, I might be shaking a little bit. I'm having to reach my arm shut out. But, even with those internet problems, I wouldn't hit that like button. So go hit that like button and let's make some money tonight.
Absolutely. Make some money here with Tre Jordan over at Pick Dawgz Premium. He's got his 2-pack going on right now. He's got 2 totals he's on, so get on board with that. Of course, you can also take those winnings and go long-term with Trey. Go with his 3, 7, and 30 sports pass. You get every play that Trey delivers over at Pick Dawgz Premium for that time period you choose. When you go over to his profile page and you make that purchase, he also has NFL and college football season passes up there. If you're a baseball guy, he's got a really good price on the rest of his MLB season pass for $200 every play now until the final pitch of the World Series. So get on board here with Tre Jordan over at Pick Dawgz Premium. All right, Trey, as always, great having your show. Have us a great evening, and we'll talk with you soon.
All right. Thank you, Tony. You have a good one.
All right, everybody. Tre Jordan here on the drive-thru. All right, joined here by Chris. Chris, I know we got a like goal today. We'll get to 125. What do they get?
Well, it's 125 likes. We'll get you guys the 2 home run props for tonight's action. I can tell you, man, it's raining cats and dogs. It's tornado out here, but we are going to be raining down on the books tonight when we cash those 2 home run props. So get those likes and those thumbs up coming in. We'll get them out there for you.
How far are we from the goal, Chris?
We are at about 65 right now.
All right, about 65, a little more than halfway out there. So keep those likes, those thumbs up coming in. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. And now it's time to go ahead and welcome, Shane Mickle to the show. You'll find him over at Pick Dawgz Premium. He recently, I think he attended that Ohio State and Minnesota game. So we'll probably quiz him a little bit on that as we get him on the show here. Let's go ahead and bring him in right now. I don't know if he really wants to talk about it, but I'll bring it up. Shane, what's going on? And tell us about that Minnesota-Ohio State game.
How's it going, guys? Like I've said all week, if Ibrahim wouldn't have got hurt as a Gopher fan, I'd be very confident coming out of that game. But losing, one of the best running backs in the country to, I'm assuming Achilles, they say he's out for the year. Haven't announced what it was. That's a pretty devastating loss. So big loss for the Gophers.
Absolutely. All right, then we'll turn our attention here over to baseball here, 7:40 Eastern time. The Red Hot Cubs, the team that was dead and buried, I guess to the zombie Cubs. They're up there playing and winning when they're dead. So we got the Cubs and the Reds. Reds laying $1.45, total 9.5.
Yeah, these two are teams that look like they're heading in different directions. But I actually like the team who's struggling here. I feel like I've went with Wade Miley a lot in the drive-thru this year, and he's really cashed. He's coming off a bad start, which I think is why some people are laying off of him. But his last start against the Cubs, he went 7 innings, giving them 0 runs. I don't know if he repeats that performance here. But on the other side of the pitching matchup, we got Adrian Sampson, who his last start he went 3.1 innings. But that was the deepest he's went in a game all season. He's more of a relief. Well, he's starting, but he's getting more, 1, 2, 3 innings a game, which means a lot of time for the Cubs bullpen, which has been subpar this year. I think Wade Miley shuts down the Cubs offense, and I like the Cubs on the run line. I like the Reds on the run line here.
All right, we got Shane going here. Reds run line here, -1.5, plus 100 against the Chicago Cubs. All right, Chris, looking at this Reds team, they're looking to shake it off here. They're in a race to get into the wild card, but they have lost we're looking at about 7 of their past 9. It's been on both sides where they've had their struggles.
And it's September baseball. We always talk about it. It's teams that are used to having to win in September do so, and Cincinnati hasn't really been in that spot for a fair bit. But Wade Miley, I think, is probably the unsung hero, one of the lesser recognized heroes of the Cincinnati rotation that's helped the Reds get to where they are, and I think he definitely leads the Reds to a win tonight. I could see something 5-3, 4-2, something like that. So I like the Reds on the run line as well.
All right, looking to break that Chicago Cubs streak here. Look at the Reds here. Run line, -1.5 runs at plus 100. This one has a start time here, 7:40 Eastern time over on MLB Extra News Channel. All right, Shane, let's take a look over at Pick Dawgz Premium. 12 games in prime time for Major League Baseball. What do you got going on?
Okay, we've got one premium going right now. But I still have a 3-pack left. 3 MLB games that I love. $29.95 on the site. Or up on something long-term. I have my long-term college football and NFL season passes. I got up to a good start in week 1 in college football. I'm looking to continue that success this weekend. And one other note, I think most of you guys know that I'm a writer on I write for Pick Dawgz and Sports Chat Place. Check out the articles there. I give out parlay articles every day on the MLB one. I've hit a couple in the last week. So make sure you're checking those out too.
That's right, guys. Check out Shane Mickle over at Pick Dawgz Premium. Of course, Sports Chat plays for his content and where he writes it up. But, of course, tonight over at Pick Dawgz Premium, terrific Tuesday night 3-pack. His best 3 plays from Major League Baseball are yours when you go over to the profile page and make that purchase. About $30, really affordable. Of course, you can always take those winnings and go long-term with Shane. 3, 7, 30 Sports Pass. Every play that Shane releases over at Pick Dawgz Premium for that time period you select. You go to the profile page and make that purchase. He also has his NFL and college football season passes, so pay a visit over to the profile page for Shane Mickle, Pick Dawgz Premium. All right, Shane, as always, great having you on the show. Have yourself a great evening, and we'll talk with you in a couple days.
Sounds good. See you guys Thursday night.
All right, Shane Mickle here on the drive-thru. Right, we got to get to 125 likes. Chris Ruffolo will give out his home run props for today, 2 of them. How close are we?
Well, we're about 2/3 of the way there. We were at 82 at last check. Now we're at 83 likes, so about 42 more. We still got a fair bit of the way of the show to go, so get those thumbs up and those likes coming in.
Keep them coming in. All right, now it's time for Chris's pick for the show tonight. Here we go, 7 Eastern time. It's the Yankees hosting the Blue Jays. The Yankees laying here 232, total of 8.
Yeah, that evil empire, the New York Yankees, and I'm allowed to say that as a Blue Jays fan because I'm legally obliged to actually not like the Yankees. But there are certain spots where you have to just bite the bullet, take stock of what's in front of you, and that's what I'm going to do here. I'm looking at the under in this game. Garrett Cole, we looked at his numbers earlier in the season. He was on fire. Then the saga with the sticky stuff came in, and he struggled as he was adjusting to life without it. But now it seems he's back on track. 2 earned runs in his last 4 starts, and he's held Toronto to 5 runs in 3 outings this season. Last time he faced Toronto in June, he held them 2 runs over 8 innings of work. Now, as good as Cole's going, though, and Toronto has a power offense that relies a lot on the long ball, which isn't necessarily what they signed up for when Charlie Montoyo was hired to be the manager. They expected to be more small ball and keep the ball in the park. It's just a matter of right now the offense is clicking for the Blue Jays, but I think if there's one guy who's probably going to shut that down, it's probably going to be Garrett Cole. Now, you look at the other side. Steven Matz, not a pitcher that I'm absolutely enamored with, but he has pitched a lot. Well, he's almost undergone a bit of a career renaissance since joining the Blue Jays after a tumultuous tenure with the Mets. And the under's gone 3-0 in his last 3 starts, and this is a Yankees team that's been struggling against lefties in the last 30 days. Bottom 10 in the league in average, 18th in slugging, and Matz, while he may not have the same dominant numbers that Cole will, I think he can at least match zeros for a good chunk of that game. And this is a giant game for both teams, with the Yankees in the wild card spots right now, Toronto surging and now making it a really tight race. I think this is going to be a pitcher's duel all the way. I could see 3-2, whichever way you slice it. So give me the under in this one, the under 8.5 or under 8, whatever you're getting it at right now.
All right, Chris looks at under 8 here. Blue Jays and Yankees, by the way, they have gone under in 6 of the 7 played at Yankee Stadium this year. Of course, we know the Yankees had their issues hitting the baseball, and they're facing Matz, who's been pitching well. Of course, the only thing you got to worry about here is if those Blue Jays bats continue their hot streak, if they get a few, if they're able to hit Cole. Cole's a hot pitcher to hit against, a tough pitcher to hit against. I mean, he'll go deep into games. They're probably hoping for only about 2 innings max out of the bullpen, right?
Yeah. That's the story of this season. I think for a lot of us on the drive-thru is avoid the bullpen at all costs, because a lot of the teams we're talking about, the bullpen has not been shaky. You don't have a dominant bullpen like maybe you used to with the Yankees when you had like Mariano Rivera or even when you had Dellin Betances and then Aroldis Chapman when that 1-2 power first came out. But as long as you get, I'd say 7, even 6 strong innings from Matt, 7 from Cole, I don't even know if the Blue Jays could do enough damage to get us over 8. Like you said, Tony, I think it's just a matter of how much damage we really eat up early on. I think like I said, I think this is a tight game with so much at stake for both teams.
Absolutely. All right, Chris, here on Blue Jays and Yankees under the total of 8 runs. And this one has a start time, 7 Eastern time, over on MLB Extra News channel. All right, take a look over at Pick Dawgz Premium. Chris, 12 games in prime time for Major League Baseball. You're looking good here past 30 days, 747 units of profits, all documented. Visit his profile page and check for yourself. You're going to check all the plays as they're graded immediately after they go final. What do you have going on over at the site?
So like I said, it's been just basically consistency over the last 30 days. We're parked up on the leaderboards, and that's because we just keep putting money in people's pockets. We had a nice winning play on MLB yesterday, so we're going to do it again. We're going to open up the Diamond Club. My favorite play on the board for tonight's action, a 10-star play that you do not want to miss out on. It's one of my favorite plays of the month so far. Probably one of my favorite for the rest of the way as well. Check that. I got that for $29.95 over the website. Well, guys, it's the same thing we always mention. Those season passes are going to be some of your best value for the price of less than 1 month of all the sports. You can get basically the rest of the MLB season. You can also, take advantage of the NFL and college football season passes, as well as a combo pass up there, or the 3 to 7:30 day, whether it's just me or me with any one of the other captures you see on the drive-through, the host duo with me and Tony. You go original Puck Dogs with me and Rod Zawacki, me and Big Al, Tony Brown. The possibilities are endless for you guys over at Pick Dogs. Go over and check it out. I can promise you, we will make you a ton of money this season.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Chris Ruffolo over at Pick Dogs. He's got his MLB Club best bet going on. His best play for Major League Baseball is yours. When you go over to the profile page, make that purchase. Of course, you can go long-term with the winnings. You can look over at his packages, NFL, college football season combos. He's got this 3, 7, and $30 sports pass. You want to close out the season with Chris in Major League Baseball, get every play now to the end of the World Series. You make the call. Go to his profile page and get signed up here with Chris Ruffolo this football season or the rest of baseball. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru with Chris. Chris, I know 125 likes, and it's those 2 home run props. Where are we at?
Right now, we've broken triple digits, so we're at 102 right now. We need another 23 likes. I think I accidentally got Joe's hooked on phonics books. I have to look somewhere, but 102 likes, 23 more by the end of the recap. We will get you those home run props for tonight's action.
All right, let's get those thumbs up, those likes coming, and let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Now it's time to welcome, speaking of home run prop, well, it's Mr. Prop himself. It's James Clark. You can find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. So let's go ahead and welcome in James Clark to the show. Let's see here. We can get him in right now. Here we go. James, what's happening?
What's up, Tony? How y'all guys today, buddy?
It's going great. It's going great. All right. I know you had to call on Audible. Your home run prop came in. Then they finalized the lineup. And always usually it happens once in a while. You would get it. Why would you put this? Why would this guy be on the lineup? Who knows, right? Who knows? But they decided to scratch him. But you got one for us. Give it to us.
Yeah, guys. Earlier I had Chris Bryant, like Tony said, as a scratch. So I'm going to look at this Dodgers game. I'm going with Trey Turner here. He's going back lead off. But not only that, the last, like I go all time, the last 5 games, he's had 1 home run. The last 10 games, he's hit 2 home runs. But this is what I'm looking at right now. He's on the hitting streak. His last 13 games, he's had at least 1 hit in his last 13 games. His slugging percentage is of 454. So I'm looking at him tonight. He's going up against Hamp. It's been not so good of a pitcher. Turner hits good on left-handers. And, we were getting good value with him, Well, I looked at his numbers against St. Louis. Usually that's what I go by. He's faced St. Louis 5 times. He's had 1 home run. But, the left-hander is what I'm going against. Like I said, I had to do an audible. But he's been real hot the last 13 games. So I look for him to hit us a home run here at plus 350. So, guys, go hammer this. I'm going to hammer it. And let's catch this ticket tonight with Turner hitting us a home run.
All right, James Clark here on Turner hitting the home run. And, of course, we got the graphic set for you there. And Trey Turner hit a home run at plus 350. When you look at Happy, he's given up 27 home runs. But here is the key to this game. It's going to be hot. It's 84 degrees. The wind, Chris, is blowing out 9 miles per hour.
Yeah, and I did laud, J.A. Happ and how he's been pitching earlier when we talked to Al Ninos about the Dodgers. But like you said, J.A. Happ has been prone to giving up the long ball this season. I know a lot of that was with the Minnesota Twins, but that doesn't change the fact that he's still the one that has to throw that pitch. And the fact that he's been getting lit up, well, yeah, I did like I like the Chris Bryant pick because I think James and I saw something similar in that game, but I think I like Trey Turner as well. I think we're getting some value at Trey Turner, especially at plus 350.
Yeah, plus 350. A leadoff hitter, at least 4 at bats, maybe 5 with the Dodgers. If, again, this could be a lot of runs with this wind blowing out, so you may get 5 shots at it. Tre Jordan hit a home run at plus 350. All right, James, let's take a look over at Pick Dawgz Premium tonight. Well, 12 games in prime time, Major League Baseball. You're showing a really good start to the season in college football. 475 units of profit this college football season. It's so young, you're off almost at 500, halfway to trip to 1,000. So what do you have going on over at the site?
Guys, I got a 5-pack going on in MLB. 5 of my best games that I really like. Guys, after we go 5-0, upgrade 3-7 or 30 days. Guys, or look at these packages we got. I got the college football up for the rest of the season. Got the NFL up. I got them combined, guys. Football's my season, guys. I really like football. I really like basketball. I've done real well there. I've been saying for the last few months. I think football capping was my best sport. Here we are, right off the gate. I had from Thursday to Saturday, I had 25 picks. I won 16 of those 25 picks. So, guys, and hop on a long-term pass with the football. If you want to just do college, or if you want to combine them, probably is the best way to go. You're gonna get all the games. If NFL and college football, you're gonna get all the games. Or guys, team me up with any of these other guys on the show. Like I say, every time I get on the show, we got the best cappers in the world, and we do from top to bottom. We always got somebody, red hot and leading us. Tony Brown red hot right now. Big Al's been leading us, but team me up with any. Tony T here. He's been on the leaderboards for Major League Baseball about all season. You'll see him. He may be 3 or 4 places down, but he's been on the leaderboard the whole time. Chris has been red hot. My buddy Tre Jordan, he's been doing pretty good the last few days. See him up on the leaderboard. So team me up with any of those guys, and we'll put some money in your pockets, fellas.
That's right, money in your pockets here. James Clark over at Pick Dawgz Premium. You see the numbers here in college football, all documented. Check out the displays right now when you go to his profile page. And when you're there, you can also check out what he has for sale. 5-pack from MLB, his money stacked 5-pack, his best 5 plays from Major League Baseball. Take those winnings. Go long term with James. Get his college football season pass. Get his college football NFL season pass together. Very affordable right now. You can get his college football season pass, every play from college football, including the bowl games, $500. Guess what? $185 more will get you the NFL. $685 NFL and college football season pass from James Clark. He's getting red hot right now in college football to start the season. That's a great value right now over at Pick Dawgz Premium. So get on board with James Clark. NFL and college football season-long passes, which include postseason as well. All right, James, as always, great having your show. Continue that success. We'll talk to you a little later here on the recap.
All right, Tony. I appreciate you always having me on the show, man. Whenever you need me, give me a call. I appreciate it. I love doing this for everybody. I appreciate Mitch joining the team. I love doing this, and let's get some winners tonight. And good luck to everybody.
Good luck to everybody. Let's get some winners home. James Clark here on the drive through. Let's continue on with the show here, joined by Chris. Reminder, guys, if you missed any of the picks, stay tuned because we do a recap at the end. And, of course, my pick's coming. Before we get to my pick, Chris, give us the update on that home run prop. We got to get to 125 likes. Are we there yet?
Yeah, we are there, Tony. 127 as of right now. But that doesn't mean we need them to stop. Keep the likes, those thumbs up coming in because they always help. And we will always appreciate that from you guys. So keep them coming in, but you guys will get those 2 home run props after Tony's pick.
All right, after my pick here, we're going to go ahead and get you those props, and we'll get started here. Brewers here to host the Phillies, 7:40 Eastern time. Brewers $1.09, total 8.5. And in this one, I'm going to take the home team with the Brewers. Eric Lowry gets the start. Listen, he's a left-hander who's allowed 2 earned runs or fewer in 8 of his past 9 starts, and he has pitched well against the Phillies in his career. Aaron Nola will counter for the Phillies, but you look at his past 4 starts, the veterans allowed 14 earned runs in 22 1/3 innings. Phillies have a losing record on the road. They've lost 38 of 70. Nola's numbers have not been as good on the road, where he has an ERA of 5.57. Of course, we got to hold our breath with this Brewers bullpen, but again, the Phillies have not been a good road team this year. Nola's had his struggles on the road. I'm going to take the Brewers here at -109, Chris.
Yeah, Tony, this was a game that I was looking at, but I couldn't get on his side, mainly because you know as well as I do, I have not been a fan of Aaron Nola this season. Hasn't lived up to the ace status that he's really earned over the last few years with the Phillies, for this year at least. But we just know the Brewers tend to struggle to hit at home, and It's just a game that I just really couldn't get a side on. If it was maybe anyone other than Eric Lauer, maybe, but for me, it's just a stay away in the spot.
Stay away from that spot. All right, I'm on the Brewers here, -109 against the Phillies, and this one will have a start time here at 7:40 Eastern time over on MLB Extra Inning Channel. I have a 3-pack. I got 2 divisional dogs up there with another underdog play from the National League. A 3-pack right now over at Pick Dawgz Stream. So get on board with my 3-pack. Of course, I'm also part of that 3, 7, and 30 All Sports Pass. Of course, you take those winnings, go long-term with me over at Pick Dawgz Stream. I'm also part of the 2-for-1 Capper promotion. You can match me up with Chris, James Clark, Rod Zawacki, Brian Bittler, Shane Mickle, Tony Brown, Alex Smart, Big Al, Little Al. Get on board here with Pick Dawgz Premium, my 2-for-1 Capper promotion with my 3, 7, and 30-day All Sports Pass. So let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Now it's time to recap all the plays from today. James Clark will join us. Alex got us started with the Mariners +155 against the Astros. Tony Brown, Athletics, -126 against the White Sox. Ninos, Dodgers, -144 against the Cardinals. Trey was on Rays, Red Sox over 5.5. Shane was on Reds, run line, -1.5 runs, +100 against the Cubs. Chris was on Blue Jays, Yankees under 8. James, Tre Turner to hit a home run at +350. Yours truly on the Brewers, -109 against the Phillies. We'll start with Chris. Other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
Well, I've got to stick with Shane. I really like the Reds on the run line tonight to snap the surprising winning streak of the Chicago Cubs.
All right, let's go over to James. James, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
I got to go with my buddy Tre Jordan here. I like the over in the Rays and the Red Sox games. I look for some big hitting tonight. They've been scoring a lot when they're playing at Fenway, these two teams, and like he said, explained it right to the T. The overs hit a lot in these two games, and I look for the hit tonight.
All right, then I'm going to go with James's play. Tre Turner to hit a home run +350. I like the value there, and I like the fact that it's hot weather in St. Louis, wind blowing out, ideal conditions here. Righty-lefty combination against Hap, a pitcher who's given up 27 home runs this season. All right, that'll do it for this edition. No, it won't, because there's something left to do. Chris, we need your 2 home run props.
I'm so glad I didn't have to hold up the Wile E. Coyote sign. So my first one tonight, well, and I said it earlier, there's a reason that I think James and I were kind of in synergy on this Giants and Rockies matchup. It's just because Chichi Gonzalez is not a great pitcher, and while the Rockies tend to have a lot of success at home, Buster Posey's tending to do a lot of his best work against right-handed pitching. It's where 11 of his 17 home runs have come this season, and he's just hitting the baseball very, very well right now. So I'm looking at Buster Posey to hit a home run at +350 in hitter-friendly Coors Field. Well, +350 sounds great to me against a hitter in Posey who's arguably hitting some of the best baseball of his career, or sorry, not career, in the last 5 years since he was a perennial MVP candidate. Now, well, we're going to look at the other one. This one you may have to keep an eye on, just because I've checked. The Arizona Diamondbacks do not have a confirmed lineup as of yet, but I'm looking at Christian Walker. Now, you think Christian Walker doesn't necessarily possess, the strongest home run numbers that would suggest he's a great candidate for a home run tonight, but he's really picked up his play over the last month or so. Really, getting hard hit contact. He's improved his fly ball rate over the last month by about 16%. When he gets a bat on the ball, he's putting some charge into it. And against a pitcher like Spencer Howard, who has struggled mightily since being traded from the Phillies to the Texas Rangers, 8 runs allowed in 7.1 innings with 2 home runs. I think we're going to be getting some great value on Christian Walker tonight. But keep your eyes on that one. Make sure he's in the lineup. But for sure, we've got Buster Posey going tonight. So Buster Posey at +350 and Christian Walker to hit home runs tonight.
All right, Walker and Posey home runs from Chris Ruffolo here on the drive-thru. All right, yes, this will do it for the show tonight, guys. Reminder to tune in. It does all get started here at 10 a.m. Eastern time with the morning show. You got Mitch, Rod Zawacki, Brian Bittler, and, of course, the YouTube membership, VIP, some great value. Follow the link below and get signed up to that. And, of course, it's us here Monday through Friday with the drive-thru at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Back tomorrow with another show. Let's bring in the crew from tonight's show. We'll wave you off good night. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow live at 6 Eastern. Hang on. We're not getting the stream off, so I'm going to have to do a hard close. I'm going to say good night to everybody, even our cappers, because we are in a 5 minute we are in a mode here where we're going to have to do a hard shutdown here, and it does not want to stream shut. So I'm going to have to do a complete reboot here.
Just hit the power button or unplug it. That's all that you got.